We're here at Charlotte Motor Speedway, and we're hooking up with Ambrose from down under.
Well, this is actually a historic area. It's pretty interesting to see how the gold, where it sits and how it gets here. And
I think you got gold, man.
Another day at the office, as Dad would say.
See if I can help out and not do anything stupid today.
There's nothing wrong with that gold.
Dumpster diving for souvenirs.
I normally don't like to look at my crash parts, but you can keep that.
I don't think there's anybody better in the whole world at that than him. But you got anything that's a little bit slower?
Definitely anybody who's a NASCAR fan or wants to experience this is once in a lifetime.
Well, welcome to Gold Fever, should I say Racing Fever. We're here at Charlotte Motor Speedway, and we're going to be doing some NASCAR style finding gold. We're hooking up with Ambrose from down under, and we're here at Charlotte Motor Speedway. I'm glad you tuned in. I got my daughter Kia along here for the ride. Woo! And it looks like I see Marcos has arrived, so let's go check in with him.
That was quite exciting, Marcos. But do you got anything that's a little bit slower?
That was fun, mate. I enjoyed taking you around.
Oh, whoo, whoo. Let me compose myself here. That is not what I was expecting. I was expecting to go fast, but I wasn't quite expecting that. That's a, holy moly.
Put your hands out.
Woo! Whoo! My aspirations for being a race car driver just went out the window.
Anyone can come here and have a go. They're awesome cars. It's a great place to get an experience just like you had.
You know, anybody who's a NASCAR fan or, you know, wants to experience this is once in a lifetime. This is really something. It's out of this world. Woo! Woo! Go-kart racing now. This is more my speed, Marcos.
Yeah, this is a lot of fun. This is endurancekarting.com. They do 24-hour go-kart races in these things.
Yeah, Kia's not too bad in these go-karts either. And Cindy can haul butt on a snow machine. I don't know, we'll see how she does on go-karts. When was the last time you were in a go-kart?
It's been a few years, but I got to warn you, I was Australian champion in go-kart racing, so I'll start off the back to make it a little more even.
Well, don't cut any slack, because when I win, I don't want you to say I let you win.
I'm going to be all over you like a gorilla on a banana.
He put me in the wall. You put me in the grass! You did it on purpose! Marcos was just like playing with me. Like, let me go ahead and then bump me again. I don't think there's anybody better in the whole world at that than him.
I just wanted to beat you. I don't want to come in dead last.
To tell you the truth, I was all pumped up and I was like, let's get it on, let's get it on. And then after we got it on a little bit, you know, it's like, I'm like, okay, all right, no, I quit. You win. It didn't take me too long to tell that you were just toying with me. You're just absolutely toying with me. It was a lot of fun.
It was a lot of fun.
A lot of fun.
Yeah. Just trying to cut your hand on it, mate. You got it.
I look for a souvenir, Marcos. I'm back here dumpster diving for souvenirs right there.
I normally don't like to look at my crash parts, but you can keep that.
All right, well, you know you got to be close to the shop when you look in the dumpsters and you find some awesome souvenirs back there.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Yeah, I'm not too proud of this one though, mate. I gotta be honest.
I'm keeping it though. I'm keeping it. This is Richard Petty Motorsports.
This is the engine of our race team. It's where all the cars are really assembled. Our finish shop is right here in front of us. I'll take you through, give you a look at some of my race cars.
All right.
Not crash ones, new ones.
I'm taking that home. Feel like I'm going into Willy Wonka's chocolate factory.
We don't make chocolate, but we make fast race cars.
No fizzy lifting drinks, Kia. Wow! All kinds of number 9s. Number 9, number 9, number 9, number 9, number 9.
This is the heart of our race team. It's our finish shop. We don't build cars here. We actually do that in another building. This is where we assemble the race cars, get them ready for the racetrack. We've got a shop crew that never leave, that just keep turning over the cars. Then we have a race crew that actually travel to the racetrack and work on the car there.
Kia, I want you to go over here and protect Marcos if the guys over there start throwing things at him. He's crashed a couple of the races and they may not be too happy with him.
Thanks, Tom. You better
Am I right?
You better find me some gold this week. I might need it. This is Eric, workshop foreman for the 9 team. He keeps all the cars getting ticked over. I got to apologise, mate. We've torn up a couple of weeks in a row here. Not my doing, but
it's not. It's not. It's all good. That's what keeps us employed.
We've been fast, though, haven't we? From race to race, we've been plenty of speed. We just haven't had a lot of luck.
Yeah, that's right.
There's a lot of people behind the scenes. You don't realise when you race these cars, it's not just the driver out there winning the race on Sunday. It's all the people who put that car together, and there's a lot of us.
Yeah, there is. We got a good group of people. They're dedicated and they dig. So.
I know you got another passion, and that's gold fever.
I do.
And you've been out here poking around, looking in the backwoods, and you've been prospecting out here Can you tell us some?
Yeah, sure. I've been in this area now for a few years. I've got the gold bug like a lot of guys have, and I've tested a lot of creeks just with a pan and a shovel. I've got to know a lot of the locals. I actually go and knock on doors. I'll just turn up, look at an old map and say, that's where I want to look. And I'll start knocking on doors. You've got to be careful if you can survive more than 30 seconds without a gun getting pointed at you.
Get off my property!
Or getting kicked to the curb, because you've got to be careful. I mean, you're on people's private property. You've got to be respectful of that. But if I can talk to them and tell them about the story and the location that they're at and potentially what's in their backyard, 9 times out of 10 they'll let me go and pan their creek, and I get to know them, become friends with them.
All right. Well, let's get outside.
Let's do it. I'll see you there. I'll drive my car there, okay?
All right. We're out here with Marcos and his buddy Perry, right?
Yes, sir. Thank
Yeah.
you. Perry Hamel.
Yeah, and this is
Union Copper Mine.
big, huge mine out here.
Was in its time.
Can you tell us something about it?
There's about 1,000 men working here at its peak. Started in about 1895, and they really wanted to make it gold, but it never would turn into gold. It was always copper.
Did they originally find gold and then
Yeah,
started mining and then started pulling out more copper than they were
Right.
pulling out gold?
It just got right on the edge of the gold.
Well, let's go down and take a look.
Let's do it.
Does look a little dangerous. But there's gold there, there's gold.
Nobody fall.
Ladders and loose overhanging rock make for a bad combination. It'd be real easy to ruin your week.
I'm out of there. Well, you know, I've got to look after my day job. Too many people down there banging around. 2's enough. 3's a crowd.
That's
Good,
it,
yeah,
huh?
that's it, mate. Throw it in the bucket. I'll get down. I better get down there for him. Now I feel guilty. Good catch. Oh, I missed it.
Clear out. I'm going for it. Yeah, that's good looking stuff right there.
I've done sillier things, but not very often.
I think that's what you're looking for.
It is exactly what I'm looking for.
Watch out, big stuff coming down. Look out below. Big one coming. Holy cow, look out. Ooh, that was a head knocker there. All right, we pushed our luck enough.
Story's over. Let's get out of here.
Yeah. Yeah, these rocks here, they look real fresh. Something like that, that'll really knock you. Ruin your day, man. Got to go. What we're doing, we're taking that stuff that we got out of there and we're crushing it up. And the little small pieces and sometimes larger pieces of gold, they're stuck inside the rock, and by crushing and breaking them up, you can liberate them out of there, and then you can see them in a pan. So I'm gonna take this stuff and put it in a gold pan. There's just a little bit of rock and see if there's any color at all in it.
One more there. I'll do one more hit. All right. Right. Good job, Perry. Good job, mate.
Crushing and screening the material down
makes it pretty easy for finding those small pieces of gold inside your gold pan. But you do have to have gold inside the rock in order to find it.
Nothing in it, mate. Were we drinking beer here last time, Perry? No. I guess I'm buying the beers tonight. That was an awful lot of trouble, an awful lot of risk for nothing to show. I'm bummed out with that. I'm just disappointed. Hey! It looks good to me, I can't understand it. There's just a lot going on with this rock, you know. It's come off a mine shaft. I've crushed this up before and panned it out. Maybe my memory's wrong. That's kind of what I've been looking for, but what do you think, Tom? Is that kind of...
It looks good.
Yeah. We've had a couple of batches that didn't show any, so I'm starting to get a bit nervous, but that to me looks really good. It's got, you know, it looks like quartz. It's been, you know, heavily weathered. It's got pockets with this red stuff in it, which in the past has been really good to me. So I've crushed up this big piece of rock and we'll see what it's got. Don't let me down.
If you see any free milling gold at all, that's really good. Can we pan it down?
Yep.
Oh yeah, here's a piece. See that?
Yep, there's two pieces.
Mm-hmm. There's another piece.
My heart's beating.
Two little pieces. There's gold in it. I really like this pan. It's just got the right color for seeing the gold in it. You're right, Marcos. Gold up there. I don't know if I want to go up there every day and chisel it out.
Hard rock mining because it's hard work, right?
Yeah. Yeah, you've got some other places back up in here that you've researched and found too, huh?
Yeah, we've got quite a few places. We're going to go to one now, I think, and see if we can find some classic gold.
All right, well, there you go. Little bits of gold right there. You could just crush right up out of the rock. Sometimes in NASCAR, drivers gotta work together as a team. It's not any different when it comes to prospecting. Today, Marcos brings along a buddy. Well, David Ragan, number 6, UPS.
Yeah, here we are. What's up?
Marcos Ambrose,
G'day,
number
Tom.
9, Stanley.
David, he's a gold rookie. He's never been out here trying to find gold before, so I want to get David wet. I want to get him dirty. I want to get him to find some gold
I'll bring
too.
some rookie luck along. So don't you need a little bit of luck today?
I think so.
Well, you better be careful, because if you catch the gold fever, it'll stick with you forever, and it can really burn pretty hard. Yeah, well, this is your dredge out here, and can you tell us something about your boat dredge?
Yeah, I built it from scratch. Kind of got the idea that I wanted to have a boat that I could have a gold trap on it and drag it in and out of the water, so I could do, you know, a one-day deal. Racing cars for a living, we're normally moving all around the country, so when I do get a chance to do gold mining, I don't want to have to be dragging material around and putting equipment together. This boat, you can drag it out in 10 minutes, you can put it back in 10 minutes, and it's been a journey, I'll tell you. It's not catching the gold like I want it to. Hopefully you can give me some tips.
That's a pretty unique operation there. Never quite seen anything quite like that, but it looks like it's going to work, and I'm anxious to get down there in the water and get to sucking and see what we can find.
There you go.
I think this is the right way to put this thing on. You know, being a rookie, I don't really know what to expect. You know, see if I can help out and not do anything stupid today.
Oh, God.
I'm pretty excited about dredging. There's a lot of really famous mines right in and around here, and Marco's done a really good job of working to get into this spot, so I'm excited about finding some gold here.
I wasn't too excited about the water quality.
It's tough long on them in a 6.
I could see a few cow patties floating around down there. But we did have a few extra hands. Sean, Brian, and his son Max. And many hands make for light work. Or I should say, lighter work.
Hold the nozzle?
Yeah, I got it. We wasted no time on putting David to work. We gave him a crash course on dredge tending.
I'd like this thing just to get the rocks. The rocks are nice to have. If you go and buy rocks like that, that's expensive.
We were having a little problem with the visibility. Under the water right here is a big, I don't know, maybe it's bedrock. Could be a boulder, it could be bedrock, but I can feel it underneath here. So it's easy to suck up a big rock and get a plug up in the hose. So you gotta work a little bit slower. But the gold don't care.
Ew. Playing with poop. Another day at the office, as Dad would say.
You going in, Tom? If you get some cranky disease, I'll send you a get well card or something. Water's a bit nasty.
Don't know why I bother with the mask. I'm not going to be able to see anything anyway.
Well, this is actually a historic area. You know, it's pretty common that the Ree Gold Mine, which is where some of the biggest nuggets on the East Coast are found, just down the street, kind of follow the story of the gold in the Carolinas, the old mines and the old maps and stuff. And it led me to, you know, this area, and I got to know the owner of the property, and he just let me start walking up his creek. We got probably about 3/4 mile creek or so. We've just been chasing it up here, and some areas are good, some areas are bad. It's pretty interesting to see how the gold, where it sits and how it gets here. And we feel like this is probably the best spot. We actually, you know, saved it for Tom, hoping it's actually going to be a decent haul. But you know, as long as you find spots that have got, you know, plenty of gold to be seen, you can normally do pretty well.
I think I got it.
Well, Tom's in there. He's doing good. He's moving a good bit of material. We found a few pretty good pieces so far, so it's looking good.
There's only one thing that would drive a man to toil in that mucky water, and that's the yellow gold.
Well, there's a lot of angular rock, and there's a big boulder right here, so I'm just going to start cleaning this area out. I don't think I'm too far down where I got to worry about anything pinching me, but the most dangerous thing for a dredger is you start going down and you get a bigger boulder that can roll over and pinch you or trap you down there. This ain't gonna work.
Not enough for you?
No, not run my gut.
Well, everything's sitting in there pretty good, I think. Well, we've got one piece. One piece.
Well, where there's one, there's more.
Yeah, it's all about finding where it's at.
starting up the 2-inch dredge and going to play around and let David get in there and let him do his luck on trying to find some gold. So wish him the best.
Can't wait to get some gold.
Well, Kia's down there under the water. It's important that when you dredge that you have somebody that's watching for safety. Now, I'm always watching her bubbles. You can't see down there, and I'm worried about a rock trapping her down there. The tender's job is important to really work with the diver. And when you get that synced up and that with the diver and you're working in unison, that's a beautiful thing because you get more gold that way working as a team. She down there dredging. Get that gold, Kia.
Kia's in there now. She's doing her part on it. So this is just stuff that was laying on top. It's not, we haven't cleaned it out or anything. So this is just early signs. There's some decent stuff in here. Pretty excited. See how it all turns out. It's hard to get Marcus excited.
It started blowing water out.
It's right here, I think. Tell you what, had more than a fair share of clocks today.
That's part of it. It only happens when the camera's around.
That's true. I mean, clogs are pretty common, especially the 2-inch. It's pretty small. A lot of the rocks you're trying to get through are bigger than the 2-inch size. So if I do get a clog, I tend to try to bend the hose, smash the metal nozzle, or up there, just poke a long screwdriver in just to clear it quickly. This is why I migrated to a bigger dredge, because it gets really annoying. You know, if you didn't get block ups, it wouldn't make it interesting.
Well, it's definitely not as easy as it seems with murky water. I've done a lot of dredging, but never in water where you can't see your hand in front of your face and you kind of just have to feel around and you're just scared that a rock's gonna come up and crush your fingers. So just watching it doesn't do any justice.
Marcos was looking for a few pointers on how to make some improvements to his homemade boat dredge.
My biggest concern is we've been getting it here, right there, but we haven't been getting it here. And this second moss, we've got one moss here, is normally really, really good. This second one's normally only about 30% of it.
Sometimes a little modification can make a big difference in trapping those fine pieces of gold. From the size of your riffles to the amount of water flow through your box, it all contributes to your recovery.
I feel bad for David. His first time down on a nozzle. You know, you can't see. It's so much more enjoyable when you can actually see. He's got a knack for participation like no other, though. He's not afraid of nothing, man. Yeah. He's yellow gold.
Out of a scale of 1 to 10 of like worthwhile to keep going here, 4 out of 10, 5 out of 10, 6 for like the kind of colour that you see.
Worthwhile to keep going here? I'd say 10 out of 10.
Really?
Yeah, that's real good. I mean, Look at the freaking gold. We ain't moved all that much material.
Yeah, but I always want these big nuggets. You know?
Ah, man.
I guarantee you, it's been hard work to get here, so I'm pleased you said 10 out of 10.
There's nothing wrong with that gold. For the amount of material that we moved, look at what you did with that dredge up there. You hardly moved anything. Look at the gold in it.
Yeah.
You get organized in here and you work this back and forth. There's ounces and ounces of gold in here. What we got there is definitely enough to pay for gas.
Really?
And some.
What do you think of my gold boat?
I love the boat. I mean, it ain't doing much good right now. You ain't motoring around in here. Or you ain't like you're gonna go upstream.
I underestimated the rivers here because I built it for the big rivers, but there's no boat ramps to get it on.
Yeah, I can see where it'd be an advantage just motoring up the river and eyeballing a spot.
Yeah.
You can fire your motor up. You probably make it a good 30 yards up there.
So we just got out of the water, and it was kind of cool to go down and see how powerful the suction was and moving some of the rocks around. And hopefully the few minutes that I was down there is when all the big nuggets came up. So we'll see what these guys find here in a little while.
Ah, the lure of the yellow stuff we call gold. It's pretty obvious to see that Marcos has a bad case of the fever. But what drives him is definitely not greed. It's that competitive spirit. Not competing against other drivers on a race course, but competing against Mother Earth herself to win that golden trophy.
It's pretty good if I can talk them into letting me keep it. It's a good little spot over there. I got a couple of secrets. Maybe I won't tell them where I got it.
Let's hope Tom doesn't drown over there. Looking at the glory.
We got Max over there. Max has got it covered.
Oh, yeah.
That's yours, all right?
Is it safe keep?
Yeah, but we'll keep it in here.
Yeah, put it in there. That makes it look nice.
Yeah, it is.
Man.
Dr. Ragan and Dr. Ambrose, the gold doctors.
Look at him dig right in the sluice. Dig at that. You were saying, Marcos, that there's some load mines back up in here?
Yeah, just up 400 yards that way and 300 yards that way and about half a mile that way.
Well, it's surprising there's not all that much lead shot. I haven't seen any mercury in any of this stuff either. It's all clean. What'd you think, Kia?
Harder than it looks.
Harder than it looks?
When there's dirty water, yeah.
What do you think?
I tell you, for the first time out, he worked hard today. David was like, he got the biggest piece. He was working hard over there in that 2-inch dredge.
Yeah, they've already taken the biggest piece from me. I don't even have it anymore.
That's how it is. You got to hold on to it. You got to hold on.
It's gone.
Well, Marcos, I don't think you'll be doing too much motorboating around here.
No, I don't think so. It was a good idea, though.
Yeah?
Props to the idea. It just didn't really work out. As good as it should around these parts, anyway.
All right, well, we'll head for the barn.
Let's go and get a couple of cold ones. $12, $15, and then we got.
Well, we're here and we're working on Marcos's sluice box, and These riffles need to be a little bit more like a Hungarian riffle with a lip on top of them, and they're a little wide and a little bit big. So we're going to change them around and then put this grizzly on top to keep the bigger rocks from rolling out.
Rick Roush is the maestro of, I mean, you're another gold rookie, right? Because I got you on board and he didn't know what you were building for me, but he's helped me a lot. But we need your help to get us pointed in the right direction, because we're just not trapping enough fine gold.
So it's a race car manufactured dredge.
It is. It's got NASCAR technology in our dredge. So you think 3 standard, and then we'll go from here, and you want to get to the face 3 foot. You want to get 6 in there. So it's actually going to be 7 openings, right? So 6-inch gap here, 12.
Can you mark it?
Yeah, mark the 6 as well. And then 18. How does that look to you?
Better.
Done. You know, we do so well with the 2-inch dredge, and yet we put the 6-inch. We're not getting as much as what we wanted, and didn't quite know where our problems were. So.
Well, that should help. That should help on your recovery.
Okay, so we want 6 in there. Yep. Thanks, Rick. Thanks for coming out. I appreciate it. Short notice. Rang him up at like 3 o'clock in the afternoon while we're out there in the creek.
All right, well, we brought our cons back here. Marcos has got his wheel, and you want to fire it up?
He called this a lazy man's gold pan, so I'm actually embarrassed to pull it out.
No. Hey, you know, after hours and hours of panning, saves your wrist, saves your arm. You need it for swinging that steering wheel around.
And some of us aren't very good panners either, so, you know, I have trouble with this black sand here. I have trouble actually, you know, getting it down to where I can just get the gold on its own. So this for me helps me a lot.
Yeah. Well, let's get fired up and run some material.
Red on red for me there, Tom, and we'll start running it. All right, so I'll show you, David. You get started. This is our bucket here. I always keep it over the top and just drizzle it in, just nice and slow. Give it a chance to look and think about it, and then the gold you're going to start seeing visibly come to the top. A little bit more.
I see some lead. Yeah, I see the lead shot. Well, that means the process works. So let that get cleaned out a little.
Yeah, I just take my time. So you can see that stuff bumbling in. It's actually quite therapeutic. Some of the big rocks you can knock out of the way, but I don't like to get my fingers in here too much. They're a beauty. Well, they can be. You know, you're watching money go in the hole.
So what is it that gives you guys the love for racing?
For me, it's the competition. Always trying to be better week in and week out. You can win one week, and then next week you can finish 40th. And the drive to keep going week in and week out, it's like it's never satisfying. You know, you get just enough to get you through the next week, or, you know, even that win will carry you for a little while, but then you've always got the hunger to keep going back for more.
Oh, look, I just love racing cars. I love the competition between man and machine and man versus man, you know, like everyone's racing out there to beat each other, but then to win the race or to beat everybody, you got to beat your own car, because like that car doesn't want to go that fast. You're going faster than what the tyres want to go, faster than what the motor wants to go, faster than what the car should go, and then getting your first win makes you want to have another one and another one and another one. It just never gets old. I mean, getting to victory lane never gets old at all. And that's what I wake up for every single day. If I'm not waking up to go gold mining, I'm waking up to win a race.
Do you have any crashes that stick out in your mind?
I ran into David more than once.
Yeah. That's
Don't start reminiscing and fighting here.
But there's always the next week. There's always one more week. So
I have won the race at Watkins Glen and crashed doing a donut. So I haven't fallen out of the car yet, but I have definitely torn up the race car after winning the race trying to do a victory donut. So not my proudest moment in life, but
that's looking really good back there.
Woo.
Wow, look at that.
Yeah.
Look at that.
yeah, that is.
That's a bit of gold.
You think?
Yeah. You probably got about 5 pennyweights here. Gold's weighed 24 grains to a pennyweight, 20 pennyweights to an ounce, and an ounce is troy ounces.
So you reckon a quarter ounce then?
So quarter ounce. Yep. So you're doing better than gasoline.
Yeah, that's great.
But I think you guys could keep on racing.
Yeah.
Don't quit your day job, but that's wages, you know. And if things ever really turn
Get
south,
tough.
you can go out there and put beans on the table. That's for sure.
That's pretty to get it all lined up there.
Yeah.
Well, I really appreciate you guys coming out and being part of the show. And I know Kia's got a bad case of the gold fever. And I know you, Marcos, has got it. And it's spreading, David. It's spreading.
It's spreading
You better
around.
watch out there in TV land, because it's spreading. The gold fever's coming. And that'll catch you on fire right there, the yellow stuff.
Never been seen before.
Well, Dave, what do you think about prospecting?
I think it's a lot of fun. It's something that you don't know, the hard work and all the small details that you have to look at. It's kind of like a race team. From the outside looking in, it looks like we just go around in circles a bunch of times on the weekend, but we've got a whole shop full of race cars and equipment and very, very smart people, and it's the same thing in gold prospecting. You've got expensive equipment. You got to have a lot of hard work and help to go in, and you get a pretty good reward afterwards.
Good luck, you guys, racing.
Thanks, Tom. Thanks for coming out.
Thank you.
I'll say a prayer for you.
Or two, and don't spill that.
Well, get out there and look for gold. Get out there in God's country and enjoy the outdoors. And God bless, and we'll see you back here again on another Gold Fever Show.